Hello and welcome to WriteSea's July feature launch video. This time around we have 15 features and they're broken up into different sections and how they actually interact with the platform. And so what that's going to look like is we have 6 admin portal related features, as well as 3 that are admin and customer portal related. This time around we don't have any that are specifically admin and writer portal related. And then we also do have admin, customer, and writer portal related features. There are 4 of them this time around, but then there's also 2 features that are either fixes or changes to the entire system. And so we'll get right into those 15 features in just a moment. Our first feature in the admin portal is the admin writer order information that is now available in the assign writer area. And what I mean by that is if we go directly here to the orders area and we're going to hit view, we now have the ability to assign a writer. Let's say, okay, this is a new order here. Now we can look at Jack Reacher and see how many orders he's done, how many pending orders he has, and how many completed orders he has done with the platform. So total of 86 versus completed and pending. And then we also can look at any other writer. Same information is available. And there is one other place this information is new, and that is going to be looking directly at our writers. So if we were to look just at a quick glance, we can see the progress of the orders right here in the writer tab as well. And so that is our first admin portal feature. The next feature we're going to talk about is the ability to review and then also give feedback by uploading the document. So this would be the approvals process. So we would download a PDF or Word, and then if we were going to reject the document, we now have the ability to upload a file as a part of that rejection. Our next feature is going to be the ability to mark an individual order as a test order. So there are a number of new features when it comes to the settings area, that is right here in the view tab of the orders area. And so when I go into settings, I can really go over all of these at the same time. So let's start with the test order. Right, so the test order is going to remove information from the dashboard. So let's go back over here. Previous to me clicking on that, I would have had 168 orders and 52 of them would have been pending, or if this was a completed order, then it would be 117 that would have been completed prior to this. Additionally, if that order that we just created as a test order had been created this month, then the sales from that order would be removed from the total for this month. Likewise, that would be removed from the total of the lifetime earnings on the platform. And so that really is what the test order does. It removes the record from the admin dashboard, but still allows the customer to fully go through the process that's related to that order, and the writer to fully go through the process that's related to that order. So this is an excellent use case when you're training a new writer, or maybe when you're looking at a customer that had asked for a refund. As you know, so you're going to get rid of that record from the dashboard. And so that's the use case for the test order. One feature that eluded me when I was putting together the overall of 15 is that we have tooltips that are related to the universal features. And each of these gives a quite thorough description. Now these will be available throughout the platform at some point, but we've started here with these 6. The next feature is that we have launched a new settings area both within the products and within the orders And so let me show you what some of these settings are within the orders area, within the product setting. So here we have the ability to activate or deactivate a product. We've already had that, and we had the archive feature, but instead of them being on the data table that you can see in the background here, they are also they've been brought into this place right here. The edit function, that's also been brought into the settings area. And there's one added setting, which is the ability to make a product visible in the customer portal. So let me show you what that would look like if this is visible, which I'm going to go ahead and say yes, it's visible. And so this resume gold package is the one that I believe we just clicked on. That's right. Okay, so let's go from here into the customer portal, and I will show you where you can find that resume gold package. And I'm just going to say Daffy Duck. So here in the customer portal, if I want to create a new order, I have the ability to select from a drop-down. Now, the packages that are available here are the packages that visible in the customer portal is toggled on or toggled yes for. If it's toggled no, then that package would not be purchasable, or that product would not be purchasable here in this drop-down. There are two new areas within WriteSea that haven't existed until this product launch. And so they are settings areas. Previous to the settings area existing within products, we had the ability to archive and the ability to deactivate that were right here in this data table. But now they've been moved to the settings area, and some new settings have been put in place. Additionally, the edit button used to exist on the data table, but everything that will be created from here on will be put into the settings area for the products. Additionally, we have a settings area that is new, hasn't existed before, for the orders area. And so we're going to go ahead and hit settings, and we have a number of new features, well actually two, test order and hide order, which will be individually talked about within this video. But the archive function that used to be on the data table is now moved to here, and we have a new feature as well that is marked as completed. So three new features that are housed within the settings area on the orders panel. We've made a change to the names of the tabs on the left-hand side of the admin portal. So we can see here that currently the portal has the name Workflows for this specific dropdown. That previously was called Services. Likewise, our current name for this specific dropdown is Products. Previous to this, it was called Packages. So the next set of features, there are three features that are from the admin portal but directly reflect into the customer portal. And so the first one's going to be the package level setting, purchasable in client portal or visible in the client portal. So when we look at these orders, actually when we look at the products, when I hit view on products, we move directly into the settings area. And from that settings area, we have the ability to make this specific product visible in the customer portal. We also can edit that same function within the creation area. When it's about to be submitted, there is a toggle while you're creating packages that makes this visible or not visible. But once it's created, then of course, where we were just at, which would be in the settings area, we have the ability to turn it on and off. Our new feature surrounding disabling the customer rating is something that can be seen here as a part of the revision process, which typically would include a rating right here in the middle of the revision area or the feedback area, 1 through 5 stars, but it's been removed for this specific customer. And now going forward for all of the drafts that are sent from the writer to the customer, there will be no more rating. So this is a universal feature for every draft. And that's something that can be changed again here within website settings, features, and toggled on or off as disable customer rating. The next feature we're going to go over is within the customer portal, and it's all around the completed order. So when we get into this order, we're going to click view, and the first thing that happens, as it normally would, is the tipping function, if it's enabled, is going to pop up. Even if the tipping is not enabled, there will be an order completed pop-up, and it will always have this new feature, which is the don't show this again little text here with the checkbox. And so once that is checked, then the next time that they come into this order, which I'll show you in just a second, there will no longer be a pop-up. And so that's something we've just added as a part of making things easier for customers. From our dashboard, we can now go to website settings, UI customization, and there are a few more pieces here, or actually two more pieces. The sidebar active menu list color and the sidebar icon color are now changed from what they originally would have been, which would have been the same as the sidebar text color for the icon, and the active state color again would have been the same as the sidebar text color. So there really wasn't an option to customize these. Additionally, which is another feature, but we also have the ability to customize social media, right? So this wasn't available until now, and now we have, of course, the 6 most common social media outlets, and these are all available in the bottom right-hand side of the portal. So in just a second, I'll take you over to that other portal. From our dashboard, we can navigate directly to orders and hit view. Now at this point, we have some orders that are incomplete. Let's take this one for example. We have 40% completion. If the person had started with a resume, LinkedIn, cover letter, whatever it may be, and then they landed a role, and they suddenly said, thank you for all your time, I'll let you keep the payment, but I'm just going to stop working with you because I'm not interested in having a completed document. I've landed the role that I was hoping for. And in that case, they may never come back onto the portal. Even if the writer had sent out a message, it wouldn't matter because they wouldn't be interested. So when we get to that point, we might say, let's just mark this whole thing as completed. Now this is an irreversible process, and the little tooltip here would say that as well. When we say yes, mark it within that 40% with Jack Reacher here with the premium package, item number 3, we'll see what happens there. Okay, so at this point we have a marked as completed 100% status with the premium package. Now as a point of training, right? If you were to create a test order, mark it as completed, and then this next feature with a hidden order, if you were to hide the order, that would essentially remove that order from the customer portal and the writer portal, right? And everything would be completed as far as looking through the statuses of the order backlog, right? Or the order records. Plus, it would not show up on your dashboard as revenue or as an order. So it essentially has the record as an order only here in the portal, but nowhere else in the entire system. As an example of what the hide order feature does, I'd like to show an order. Let's go look at this early career package with Ali Aslan, and then come back and see his portal a second time after we have marked that as a hidden order. So let's go right in here. We're going to look at the early career package from June 17th. We can hit log in as user, and hopefully this one will lead us to what we're looking for. The hide order feature will take away all the record of the status of the order, price of the order, basically anything that would be in this order view here. It's going to be removed from the customer portal and from the writer portal. So let's give an example from, at least on the customer side, what they would experience. So here we have this early career package that has been started 2 months ago. Now I'm going to go from here back to the admin dashboard. I'm going to make sure that I have Ali and that early career package, and we're going to get rid of this order and then come back here and see what it looks like. Now I'm going to go to the orders, find that order, and here we have Ali Aslan, early career package, no writer assigned, 0% status. Great, let's go settings. We're going to hide the order. Okay, now let's go back to our customers, view Ali, and see if we scroll down the list, we see it's gone. It was previously right here, and that makes up the hide order for the customer. Now on the writer side, you can just imagine it never existed. There will be no record on the writer side. There are just 2 more features that have been launched, and we would like to call them system-wide features. So things that change throughout most of the system, at least. So we have the default number of rows that previously was, I believe, 10. We've expanded that to the default being 100. And so we now have the ability for our orders to show 100, 150, and 200, rather than 10, 50, and 100, which we originally had set within the features here. So of course we can scroll down and see up to 100, there are only 40. If we look at those that have been archived, we can see that I have 100, I have a second page, and I'm looking at a total of 171. Previous to this, of course, the maximum would have been 100, but if I want to see all 171 at the same time, I can reorder and come to the last one right there in that same dashboard or same data table view. All right. Well, that makes up one of the 2 changes. The second change is that the reordering function right here, there are 2 arrows both pointing up and down. That reordering function did not work for a period of maybe a week and a half or 2 in July. It is operational throughout the entire platform at this time. And of course, if anyone finds a bug and they're willing to report it, then we do tackle that right away. And so this kind of a thing, as soon as it was reported, we got after it.